This is the Savvy Investor radio show and podcast with Mike Kinnett and Ryan Herbert of ProStatus Financial, now celebrating 20 years helping families build successful retirements and lasting family legacies. Mike is a financial planner and estate planning attorney with a master's degree in tax and 4-time Amazon best-selling author. Ryan is a 5-star Wealth Management Award winner and top-ranked financial advisor by Forbes. Now, the Savvy Investor radio show and podcast.
All right, so one of the issues of this election year, and pretty much everyone, is the future of Social Security. If Congress does nothing, we could see a 25% cut in benefits like in the next 10 years, according to many studies. And neither side has a solution, and that just drives us mad. David Dooley, he's the co-founder of the Social Security Risk Score. He says that's not doing the rest of us any good. Listen to what he has to say.
They don't want their retirement income plan subject to political football. And so if we can see the train coming down the track right now, and we hear the whistle because the train's around the bend, we don't quite see it, we hear it, but we know it's coming. We know something with Social Security is going to have to change. How do we make decisions today to put our retirement income plan in a place that no matter what happens in D.C., no matter who's there, that we have the peace of mind that we've made decisions today to insulate ourselves so we're not worried about someone who's saying, vote for me because I won't take your benefit, or that person's going to take their benefits.
All right, so Social Security, it's one of the political footballs. Do they do anything? We don't know. What can we do to take control of this seemingly out of control situation?
Well, you want to have a plan because, he mentioned you don't want them playing political football with your retirement, but that's what they're doing. All the government ever does, it's the same thing that we just saw with the debt ceiling issue that, really flew under the radar because of the election is they just kick the can down the road. And, they're just going to continually do that. It'll be a problem we'll have in the future, this potential cut to the Social Security benefits is not something new. It's something that you've been seeing in the statements that they used to send you. And then their fix to that was let me stop sending out paper statements to people because that's going to save us money. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And now they don't really tell you, but a 25% reduction in benefits because Congress is going to fail to act. They're just going to kick it down the road until they can't do it anymore. Is that really something you want to happen with your retirement? All right, I'm fine now. Let me worry about it in 5 years. And then, they haven't done anything. Let me worry about it in 5 years. And all of a sudden I'm 5, 10, 15 years in retirement. And now I'm taking a 25% hit.
It's too late at that point.
To my benefit. Yeah, you're screwed. That's potentially going back to work, especially for those people that are on really, really fixed incomes that don't have extra money to help make it up. And, so it's really about having a plan in retirement. It stinks that, I might have to plan on a 25% reduction of my income, but that is certainly something that's out there. And, there are various ways that we can plan to do it. The most important thing is that you have that conversation with your significant other. You have that conversation with your financial advisor, your financial planner. You can even click on the link in the description below to schedule an appointment with Mike, myself, and our team. And we'll sit down and talk about here are the ways that we can protect and hedge against a possible 25% reduction in your Social Security. There are actionable steps you can take. One of the simplest things that you can do is to use an annuity. An annuity says, if you put X amount of dollars away today, it'll have some type of growth attached to it. It's going to grow the money at 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8% per year, every single year for X amount of years. And then at some point in the future, you can turn the income on and it'll pay you an income stream for the rest of your life. That really is what Social Security truly is. Social Security truly is an annuity. You've been paying into this thing over time. Ever since you got your very first job where they were taking taxes out, you're paying Social Security taxes. You're paying into the system. Money's accumulating so that at some point in the future, I get an income stream for the rest of my life.
Well, Ryan, you mentioned that Social Security is essentially an annuity, and we understand that. But one of the biggest differences is that when you die, Social Security dies with you. If properly set up, if you pass away, that annuity can go to your spouse, or it's willable, correct?
Yeah, well, it's, so one of the things that we do with all of our clients, when we're talking about generating income in retirement, and we're going to be using an annuity to generate income in retirement, is we're showing you, here's how much this is going to pay you, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, whatever the number is that we're shooting for. But if you're married, you want to make sure that that income stream continues, not only for your lifetime, but your spouse's lifetime, because you don't want your spouse to take a pay cut just because you pass away. They're already going to lose money when you pass away because the lesser of your two Social Securities goes away. Annuities, you can have those death benefits on there that says as long as one of you's alive, it pays the income stream. If there's anything left inside of the annuity by the time I pass away, it'll go to the kids. It might be $100,000. It might be $1, but the benefit is there, so having that plan in place, taking the steps to say, if 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm seeing a $500 reduction, $500 a month reduction in my Social Security benefit. Well, why not plan for that now? Why not hedge against that now? That way, I'm going to say in case, when they fail to do something, because that's what they're going to do, because they'll just kick it down the road till it's somebody else's problem.
No one wants to touch that, I'm sure.
No one wants to touch your Social Security benefit, because a politician's number one job is to get reelected. It's not to look out for you, not to look out for their constituents. It's to get reelected. If they vote to change your Social Security and you're over age 55, well, you're not going to vote for that person to have another term, because they're messing with your benefits. So they're going to change it for anybody under that. Changes to Social Security have to happen. They have to happen. They need to move the ages, change the amounts. They need to do something to make it a much more soluble plan. And the best way that you can protect yourself against that is to have a plan in retirement. You can click the link in the video description below to schedule a complimentary consultation and sit down with Mike, myself, and our team here at ProStatus, and we will show you, here's a way that you can help protect yourself against a reduction in your Social Security benefits. Just click the link in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well.
Well, a lot of great information here. Taking control of a seemingly uncontrollable situation for us, the folks, and we certainly need some help there. So, Ryan, thanks again for your time here on the Savvy Investor YouTube. Again, as he suggested, click the link below to schedule some time with Ryan, with Mike, with Lawrence, with Catherine, and the team at ProStatus, and of course here on the Savvy Investor Radio show and podcast and YouTube.
Yeah, and if you notice one thing, Mike, that during this presidential election, no one is talking about making changes to the Social Security benefit. The dollar amount that you're receiving. No one's making changes, talking about making changes to the system as far as the ages or the percentages or how they calculate it. The only thing they're talking about is, taxes on Social Security. They want to change how it's taxed. One of them wants to make it tax-free. They don't want to change, how it's, the way it's taxed. So what they're trying to do is reduce the amount of taxes that you pay on your actual Social Security benefit. Well, all of the taxes that you're paying on your Social Security benefits are going back into the system to really help perpetuate the benefit, to keep the benefit going at the same dollar amount. So what they're talking about doing by reducing the amount or possibly even eliminating that amount of taxes on your Social Security is just going to make this 25% happen that much quicker, because they are not, looking into the future. They're looking now. What can I do now? What can I tell you now that'll get me elected? Forget about 4 years after this when I don't have to worry about it again. That's really how short-sighted politicians are. And you should not be short-sighted with your retirement, because retirement does not last 4 years. Retirement lasts 20, 30, for some people, even 40 years in retirement. And you want to make sure that you have that plan, that you are not going to run out of money in retirement, that you're not going to have to go back to work in retirement. So click on that link in the video description below. Schedule yourself a 15-minute phone call with my office, and we will set up a time for us to really talk about what income could look like for you in retirement. Click the link in the description below. Takes five minutes. No, not even that. It takes 30 seconds to set up your appointment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
All right. Ryan, thanks again for your time, man, as well. And thank you, too, for watching us here on the Savvy Investor YouTube channel. Ryan, you get the final word.
This is Ryan Herbert. Thank you so much for watching the Savvy Investor YouTube, and we will see you, the Savvy Investor, next time.
Advisory services offered through ProStatus Financial Advisors Group, a registered investment advisor. Insurance licensed in Maryland. ProStatus Financial Advisors Group, LLC is not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if ProStatus Financial Advisors Group is licensed in your state, please call 410-863-1040. ProStatus Group, LLC is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through representatives of ProStatus Financial Advisors Group.